सब राजी खुशी भाई, क्या हालत तुम्हारे? यार शिफ्ट चेंज हो गई है तो बॉडी वॉडी देखो पहले। ठीक ठाक है, कुछ खास डेफिनेशन है नहीं अभी, बट वी आर वर्किंग ऑन इट गाइस, वी आर वर्किंग ऑन इट, हैव सम पेशेंस यू डम फक्स। सो ओ भाई शिट, पहले देखो आवाज़ आ रही है नहीं आ रही यार। ये अलग रूटीन हो गया है कि पहले लाइव जाओ फिर चेक करो कि आवाज़ आ रही है नहीं आ रही वायस की, क्योंकि एक लाइव हमने म्यूट में मार दी थी। इसको भी पता है, चलो कोई बात नहीं। तो आवाज़ आ रही है, इट्स ऑल गुड, सो लेट्स वर्किंग स्टार्ट। भाई नाइट शिफ्ट हो गई है अपनी, तो अभी अभी सो के उठा हुए हम ऐसे बैठे हैं बिकॉज हम मेडिटेट करना चाहते हैं 4 से 5 घंटे। अभी हम सिर्फ ऐसे बैठ पाते हैं, सिर्फ 45 मिनट आई गेस पहुंच पाते हैं हम ये करते करते, बट स्टिल वी आर एमिंग फॉर 4 to 5 hours. That's fine by us. धीरे, स्लो एंड स्टडी। हमें इंटीग्रेशन नहीं करना है, हमें डिफरेंशिएशन करना है इन द मोमेंट, यू नो, स्मॉल स्मॉल मोमेंट, एंड इट विल लेड टू एन इंक्लिनेशन of a higher degree. That's what we are trying to do, but that's fine by us. So should I choose this or should I stay here? लेकिन हमारा जो मेन टॉपिक है, हम क्या करना चाह रहे हैं, we are trying to make a life fucking better, you dumbass. तो हम कोशिश कर रहे हैं कि हम अपनी लाइफ को बेटर करें। वो हम कैसे करेंगे, उसका पहला सूत्र है, पहला नियम है, पहला बूंद जो अमृत की है वो है पहला सुख निरोगी खाया। गेट योरसेल्फ fucking fit, okay? Do some exercise, do some workout, do in your gym, do in your park, do at your home, anywhere you find a place, go fucking do it. The physical fucking exercise, that's what you need to do. The other part, the second part, is get yourself educated. Get yourself educated, guys. If you're not educated, your mind will develop some kind of arrogance. Like अपने को तो सब पता है, नहीं पता भाई तेरे को, go learn something. So उसी दिशा में, because we are going to do some exercise later on. Like इसके बाद मैं करता हूँ मतलब करूँगा, करता हूँ, इसके बाद मैं करता हूँ। लाइक जैसे बिहार के लोग नहीं बोलते मैं ये करता हूँ, मतलब मैं ये करूँगा। तो इस सेशन के बाद थोड़ा बुक पढ़ लेते हैं, थोड़ा गेम खेल लेते हैं, फिर करेंगे एक एक्सरसाइज। सूर्य नमस्कार ही करता हूँ यार मैं। सूर्य नमस्कार करने में क्या था, पूरी बॉडी का एक वर्कआउट हो जाता है, पूरा पसीने पसीने तर हो जाता है शरीर ना। 50 नहीं 40 के आसपास कर पा रहा हूँ अभी तो मैं। उसके बाद 1 घंटा का एम रखा है, कर तो मैं इससे ज़्यादा भी सकता हूँ, बट ठीक है, बॉडी क्योंकि ऑफिस भी जाना, ये सब करना है, तो अभी मैंने 40 रखा हुआ है। 40 रखता हूँ मैं 1 महीने तक जब बॉडी हैबिचुअल हो जाएगी 40 की बिना किसी दिक्कत के, तो 40 से 50 फिर ऐसे ऐसे धीरे धीरे करके बढ़ाएंगे। ठीक है, कोई दिक्कत नहीं है। बॉडी को तो जितना करा लो वो उतना कर लेगी, बट हमें स्लो एंड स्टडी रखना है। डिफरेंशिएशन सीखा था हमने कैलकुलस में, लाइफ को छोटे छोटे पार्ट में देखना होता है। तो लेट्स डोंट वेस्ट मच ऑफ अ टाइम, हम शुरू करते हैं अपनी बुक। एवरेन का ऐप का एप्लीकेशन ले सकते हो, इट गेट्स यू ऑल द बुक्स दैट यू नीड इन योर फकिंग लाइफ। सो तुम पढ़ सकते हो, सुन सकते हो, कुछ भी कर सकते हो, तुम्हारी मर्जी। तो हम वहीं से शुरू कर रहे हैं। हमने 3 चैप्टर ख़त्म कर दिए थे। पानी पी लेता मैं। तो हमने 3 चैप्टर ख़त्म कर दिए थे। आज हम ख़त्म करने की कोशिश करेंगे 4th चैप्टर। जैसे जैसे बढ़ते जाते हैं आगे की तरफ, आई गेस चैप्टर का साइज बढ़ता जाता है। तो लेट्स सी इफ वी कैन फिनिश दैट टुडे। इसको यहाँ रख लूँ, ठीक है। तो शुरू करते हैं। तो 4th चैप्टर है द मिस्टिकल मेथड। मैंने बोल ही दिया नाम, बुक का नाम है द मिस्टिकल मेथड, और हम पढ़ रहे हैं चैप्टर 4। Chapter 4 है Rules and Structure of the Game. Okay, the mystery method comprised several aspects. First, the M3 model described the courtship process from the time a man and woman meet until the beginning of their relationship. Second group theory described the application of social dynamic and the M3 model to group of people found in public setting. This is important because higher caliber women are often found in this social context. Okay, नहीं समझ में आया. Third, the mystery method is a methodology for practicing the game in the field, and fourth, it includes a set of field-proven techniques pickup artists refer to as Venusian artist gambit that have arisen from this methodology. These include the neg and the false time constraint, which are explained in subsequent chapters of this book. The game is played in the field. The game is not played on computer or the internet. It is not played in the book. It is played in the real world with real people, with real situation. Only through repeated practice in the field can we develop intuition and skill. Over time, these methods become habitual. Once these methods are internalized over few weeks of disciplined practice, it is in fact easier to keep doing them than to stop. You will do the right thing naturally. To the end, first, focus on building your skill, not on meeting your new girlfriend or getting laid. Think about social dynamic as you are learning a new video game. Don't obsess over a particular woman. Forget about that girl who have been pinning over the past 3 months. You need to train first. Okay, it is easier to attract a new woman than it is to fix when they go wrong with your existing target. Attraction can be generated in seconds to minutes, while sex may occur in roughly 4 to 10 hours. Okay, पता नहीं क्या कह रहा है. Mystery new mission. Okay, go out gaming 4 nights per week for 4 hours each night. Okay, make an average of 3 approach per hour. This schedule allows for a good 20 minutes per approach. That adds up to 12 approach per night, which is 48 per week and close to 200 per month. That's too damn tiring. Within a year, you will have approached more than 2,000 women. How many women have you approached in the past year? Calibration and internalization. After the first week or two in the field, approach start to become a blur. Pattern emerge over time. Formerly puzzling social behavior comes clearly into focus. Situation and reaction can be easily predicted before they occur. This powerful and acute social intuition finely tuned from the time spent in the field. It is known as calibration. A skilled Venusian artist will anticipate and have a prepared response for nearly any common social challenge. He already will have encountered this particular challenge before. He has experimented with a variety of different responses, and he has compared notes with all his friends on the subject as well. He has found an effective answer, and he has already field tested and mastered it. So when the challenge arises, the answer comes forth, automatically delivered into action by his unconscious mind. In the same way that all practice behavior become automatic, so does the skill set of the mystery method. This process is known as internalization. Calibration is a never-ending process for any Venusian artist, even a master. For example, as a social experiment, one time I bought a large fake cigar out to the club. For good measure, I gave several to my friend as well, and we were all together holding these big fake cigars. This created an imaginary that we all are socially aligned, and that raised our value. Being part of a group is better than being alone. Then a woman come up to me out of the blue and said, "Why do you have a fake cigar?" I was stunned. I didn't have an answer. I replied, "I don't know, cause it's fun." I felt foolish about that response, so I thought, there is this invisible thread hanging off of this prop. If I bring it out, of course someone is going to ask that question. Why didn't I know? Why didn't I prepare? So when I went home and thought of an answer. The next time I was asked the question in the field, I recited, because smoking disgusts me, and then puffed on the fake cigar, which is funny, and I didn't get blown out of set. Okay, women are more socially savvy because they had more practice. For a man to be in the game, he must actively approach women. If he stops doing that, he has taken himself out of the game. A woman cannot make this choice so easily. If she is attractive, if she is attractive, men will approach her whether she wants them to or not. She didn't do anything but simply be there. She can't help it. For this reason, women usually have more calibration and social skill than men do, simply because they have been involved in more approaches. By the time a typical 10 is 24-year-old, she may have been approached thousands times. A Venusian artist must be the exception. Process over outcome. A Venusian artist goes into the field night after night primarily to improve his calibration and to internalize his skill set. You are not trying to get this one girl or even get laid tonight. Rather, you practice with the long-term goal of having powerful social skill set in the future. One you may confidently turn on time of need. When you don't need to, you don't use it. When you do, you are ready. You cannot allow the outcome of any given approach to carry much significance, at least until you reach the point, usually 10 to 25 minutes into your set. When you decide that you legitimately prize the target, it's like playing a video game. If your man dies, just hit the reload button and play again. If the outcome of any specific approach becomes important to you, it will have subtle insidious effect on your game and comprise your win. You really do have not to care. Okay, you really do have to not care. Do not care. The one who really realizes himself from the emotional attachment to a desired outcome, ironically the one most likely to realize the outcome. Just like surfing or scuba diving, the process of playing the game itself is its own reward. It's fascinating to meet new people and explore their lives. If you do not enjoy exploring humanity or proactively conducting light-hearted social experiment for their own sake, you likely will not have persistence to master the art. After some months of practice and experience in the field, you will start to hone your game. Your skill will enable you to enjoy the alignment you have developed with beautiful women. You won't concern yourself with the approach, anxiety, rejection, or even outcome. You simply enjoy the ride. Okay? The structure of physical relationship. Every long-term relationship has a beginning, middle, and the ending, where everything you will ever learn about the Venusian arts will fall into one of these three stages: courtship, physical relation, breakup. Courtship. Further, every courtship from meeting each other to having sex has a beginning, middle, and ending to it. You can get to the middle until you complete the beginning, and you can't get to the ending until you first complete the beginning and the middle. The mystery method focuses on only these three stages. I have named these three courtship stages. Every love story ever told and every relationship you have ever had or will ever have has a plot line that progresses through each of these three stages. Attraction. The primary focus of the mystery method is not seduction but rather attraction. Attract. Transitive sense to cause, to approach or adhere, as a to pull or to draw toward oneself or itself. A magnet attracts iron. To draw by appeal to natural or excited interest, emotion or aesthetic sense. Entice, attract attention, Intersective senses to exercise attraction. Etymology: Middle English from Latin attraction. Oh, ये कोई वर्ड है. एटिमोलॉजी मिडिल इंग्लिश फ्रॉम लैटिन एट्रैक्टस पास्ट प्रिंसिपल ऑफ एट्रा फ्रॉम एड वो तो अट्रैक्शन का वो कर रहा है. दूसरा है seduce to persuade to disobey disobedience or disloyalty to lead astray usually by persuasion or false promise to carry out physical seduction of and ties to sexual intercourse. Etymology: Middle English from Latin word seducer from Latin to lead away or to see apart. ठीक है, तो वर्ड का मतलब समझा रहा है, छोड़ दो. Mystery: focus on attraction first, not seduction. Ethically, they are therefore attractors, not seducers. Okay. Attraction is not a choice. David D'Angelo. The secret of attraction. A quantifiable number of fundamental attractions which are hardwired into the sexual selection mechanism of every man and woman on earth. In the same way that we men automatically feel an overwhelming attraction towards any Sports Illustrated swimsuit model because she turned on all her attraction switch. Women can be made to feel exactly the same way toward us if we only devise a clever method for systematically turning on all their attraction switches. Certain switches turn on in the presence of legitimate replication value. At the same time, switches can also turn off in the presence of indicators suggesting negative replication value. It's Darwinian. Mating with young fit girl rather than a menopausal woman will improve your genes' chance of successful replication. Our switches are wired to respond to qualities such as specific hip to waist ratio, breast shape and size, facial and body symmetry, and other indicators of youth and health. For that reason, if a woman possesses and can demonstrate to certain quality that one of your sexual selection switch is programmed to respond to, you will feel immediate attraction for her without the need to even think about it. In fact, you won't even have a choice in the matter. It is interesting to note that the majority of men's attraction switches are set to respond to a woman's replication value. Only a minority respond to her survival value. Only a minority of women switches are set to respond to man's replicable value, while the majority respond to his survival value. Even if a woman's breasts are fake, you will feel greater attraction for her than if she were small-breasted. That's true. So many women wouldn't go to such extremes, plastic surgery, etc., if the result didn't in fact work to trigger attraction. Our attraction circuits are calibrated to feel subtle indicators to a woman's replication value. So what qualities in a man are a woman's attraction switch set to respond to, and how do we systematically turn them on in a rapid succession and in a practical manner in the field? Previously, I have discussed basic qualities such as health, fitness, being control, and smiling, and so on. Now let's examine an attraction switch that is an order of magnitude greater in power. Pre-selection. This attraction switch exists not only in the sexual selection mechanism of people but also in many animals. A male grouse, a type of bird, will be hard pressed to attract a female if he is alone. Place a stuffed female grouse beside him and the other female will soon enter his territory and mate with him. Similarly, if a woman considers a man to be sexually attractive to other women, She may instantly feel an attraction toward him. Stand by yourself at the bar and you will not appear nearly as attractive as you would if you had women both hanging off both arms. Demonstrating that you have women interested in you in this direct manner is only one of many ways to trigger same sexual selection switch. There are other ways. You can also wear women's perfume. When a woman asks why you are wearing, say nothing, smell your collar and then as if remembering say ah and smile to yourself. Another way to flip her pre-selection switch is to have a lipstick kiss on your neck. In the exact same way you feel greater attraction for a woman if she has appealing hip to waist ratio. A woman will feel toward you because of that all important lipstick kiss. There are good many more ways to flip the pre-selection switch, and there are many more switches to be flipped. The secret of attraction is to know what these switches are and then devour to systematically switch all of them on. There is no quicker or more powerful attraction. Examine the subject of attraction in the next chapter in depth as well as the various tactics of generating and using it. The M3 model. Only after you attract can seduction take place. However, before a woman who is attracted to you will be seduced, there is one additional crucial stage. You must build comfort. Chapter 8 and 9 will describe the comfort and seduction phase of the mystery method. Attract, build comfort, seduce. You now have the main focus for each stage in M3. Seduction is mutual. If you build enough comfort with woman for her to be alone in a room with you during the mid-game stage, then she will readily agree to have sex with you in the end-game stage. In fact, she may very well try to seduce you. Therefore, if you work to structure a convenient opportunity for her to seduce you, there will be otherwise be little reason to focus directly on seduction itself. Unfortunately, none of this is possible without attraction. She will certainly not accept your comfort building effort if there is no attraction. Specifically, if she has been socialized by being hit on by the endless line of nice guy, be warned. If you seek comfort prematurely, it will only make you less attractive to her. Or worse, you will get stuck in the friendship zone. More than that momentarily. To recap, the three main objectives in the mystery method are: first, pick up to attract a woman; mid-game, to establish comfort, trust, and connection; and the end game, to structure the opportunity to be seduced. The elusive obvious. Illustrated thus simply, the linear relationship between attraction, comfort, and seduction seems intuitive, self-evident, yet pickup artists the world over have repeatedly struggled with problems that arise from improper M3 sequence. The 4 M3 sequence mistake. First, seduction first, start to end. Comfort first, to start in the middle. Attraction but no comfort, to start at the beginning but skip the middle and go straight to the end. Fourth, attraction and comfort only, to start at the beginning but get stuck in the middle. Sequencing mistake, to start to the end. Ending seduce. Okay. The seducer. The most common error beginner makes is focusing on seducing a woman before attracting her. This is putting the cart before the horse. Often to beautiful women in particular, seduction first is little more than equivalent to saying, "You don't know me, but will you sleep with me?" There is a time to begin the seduction stage, but it's not until you first have attraction and comfort, not to mention privacy. Seducer mistakenly begin at the end. Like the typical guy, they often blatantly disregard a woman's comfort level entirely, even if there is a level of attraction based on the seducer appearance alone. This is supersedes by her discomfort in having to deal with aggressive sexual advance from someone she don't know or trust. It is best to not prematurely telegraph strong sexual interest until endgame. Fool's Mate. In the game of chess, it is possible to win in only 4 moves. This gambit is called Fool's Mate. Winning with the speed by a Fool's Mate does not, however, make you chess champion. If anything, it only demonstrates your opponent's inexperience. And experienced chess player will not even attempt a fast fool's mate, because if the opponent doesn't take the bait, he himself is left vulnerable. Similarly, while it is possible to seduce with speed, it is much less probable on a woman who is socially experienced. In the Venusian art, we refer metaphorically to seduction first tactic as fool's mate. In contrast, both champion and Venusian artists prefer to play a solid game. Fool's mate can work in some situations that may be acceptable to you, such as on girls who have propensity toward having one night stand. Just don't let it be your only winning move. Sequencing mistake. To start in the middle. The nice guy. Many men understand and appreciate that seduction first makes women feel uncomfortable. What these men do instead is focus on comfort first. What these men don't realize is that women of beauty get bombarded by these nice guys every day, and it can grow quite tiresome. While not as offensive as the seducer, the nice guy is no less a bother. There are simply too many nice guys approaching them in a day to indulge in the same old lengthy dialogue time after time. Without attraction first, simply say, "Hi, I'm Joey, what's your name?" Will smack off every nice guy before you. Why would a woman who isn't attracted to you care what your name is or bother to even remember it? Why would she divulge personal information just because you asked? The protection shield metaphor. If a woman is not attracted to you, any attempt at comfort building will bore her. Telling her about your getting her to talk about herself and complimenting her before she deserves it are all comfort building attempts. If you have ever been trapped in a conversation with someone with whom you weren't interested, you will understand how uncomfortable it can be. Imagine this happening to you several times a day, almost every day for many years. Wouldn't you recognize the need to shut these people down before they even got started? Over time, as a woman interacts with even more nice guys, she begins to evolve simple yet effective strategies for countering this barrage of bore. Collectively, these strategies make up what is metaphorically called her protection shield. More in chapter 5. Telegraphing sexual interest. Simply by approaching them and being nice, you suggest to women of beauty that you want something from them. If the woman doesn't think you are selling something or begging for a chance, she will reason it because you want to win her sexual favor. Even if you aren't interested in her sexually, she will assume you are just because you approached her in the same manner as the last half dozen nice guy did that night. Him, nice boot. Her, I have a boyfriend. Most men mistake these short-term defense for long-term personality flaws. This strategy quite often successfully turns men off, and it is for this very reason that it works for a woman. From her perspective, it is better to allow a bunch of men she's not attracted to think she is a bitch than to have to sit there and listen to them all. What's your name? Get lost. Some women may tolerate mildly entertaining nice guy dialogue, but once the conversation begins to grow mundane, they will excuse themselves. Persistence. Persistent nice guy will meet greater resistance as they become wary of these men's prolonged presence. Although playing a bitch can become a form of entertainment for some, most women will, with protection shield, use them for good reason and are otherwise very nice people. Okay. Him, how are you? Her, look, I'm not going to have sex with you. If you don't take time to attract a woman first, you won't give her a chance to want to even have a conversation with you. It will force her to raise her shield. Keep comfort building in mid-game. Don't begin prematurely in the middle. Okay. Sequencing mistake 3. To start at the beginning but skip the middle and go straight to the end. Every beginning and end has a middle, and in the M3 that middle is comfort. There is a time to seduce a girl or to be seduced, but it's not until after you have built comfort. The player is a Venusian artist who began at the beginning and successfully attracts a girl but fails to avoid the 3-player trap. Every Venusian artist must be aware of them. Failure to justify a mutual attraction, disregard of comfort, buyer's remorse, player's trap, failure to justify a mutual attraction. Justifiably to men, a woman's beauty can be so intoxicating that it alone qualifies her as a girlfriend material. But we cannot let her know we are choosing her based on looks because she doesn't seem genuine and makes us appear like other typical men. A woman indicator of interest notify when to go from attraction stage to comfort stage, but you must not do so until she has legitimately earned your indicator of interest as well. Getting IOIs from a woman is simply not enough reason to begin returning them. If you are too easy, she will mark you as another notch in her belt and move on in search of more challenging conquest. Some example of IOs are: she asks you for your name. She touches you when you say hands off the merchandise. She touches you again. When you grab her hand and hold them, she holds back. She laughs at all your humorous remarks and the ones that aren't funny as well. When you ask her to bite your neck and she does. ये तो बहुत आगे पहुंच गए. You must first encourage her to demonstrate qualities that can substantiate your attraction. If you don't, she may suspect that you only played with her emotions. Cautiously attracting her in a game to win another score. She will feel uncomfortable being attracted to you. And as a result, she will lose this attraction for you quickly. Your attraction stage dialogue will in fact be viewed as convincing, and she will perceive you as being emotionally manipulative. In this light, a player is simply a seducer with good opening game. Having successfully negotiated beyond the first player trap, the Venusian artist can then move on to the comfort building. Player's trap 2. Disregard of comfort. If you attempt to seduce women before building sufficient comfort, her attraction switch for you will turn off. To keep this from happening, you must build enough comfort so your seduction won't make her feel uncomfortable. Do not cross the line from comfort to seduction until you have developed enough comfort. गलत हो गया भाई मेरा. मैंने बोला था चैप्टर जैसे जैसे बढ़ते जाते हैं चैप्टर की लेंथ बढ़ती जाती है. Now, the 7 hour rule. When you do know you have enough comfort to begin seduction, it takes an average of 4 to 10 hours of cumulative comfort building before a woman is ready for seduction. Not counting fool's mate, which as I said earlier, is a strategy to avoided by true Venusian artists. There is no black and white rule for determining when that moment has arrived. Only your calibration can tell you that. Player's trap. Buyer's remorse. Buyer's remorse occur when a person purchases something on a whim only to regret the purchase later. Similarly, a woman who is attracted to you may be pushed on her own, go too far too soon, while in the moment she may indulge in her attraction and sexual arousal, only to regret her feeling or action later. Assuming you want to reach the seduction phase, buyer's remorse is something you want to avoid at all cost. Om Hari Om. A case study. Jim means meet Janin. Oh, the man's point of view. Jim meets a beautiful woman named Janine and they build attraction for each other. Jim soon finds himself making out with her that night. It's getting hot and heavy, but unable to go somewhere private at that time. They exchange numbers and agree to see each other another night. He exactly tell his buddies that he just met his next girlfriend. Jim calls Janice the next evening, but she is cold and unresponsive on the phone. He's tried to convince her to see him as they agreed, but she is now busy. He leaves several messages, but Jenny never returns a single call. Week passes and Jim and Jenny never get together again. He is left confused, frustrated, and alone. Worse, he repeats this painful pattern over and over again with other women. This scenario is typical of how otherwise great guys succumb to buyer's remorse trap. Many have fallen into it repeatedly and lost countless opportunities at love. I provide a free form at this, while aspiring Venusian artists may post field report and learn from one another. This is a tale that until they get good, men repeat all the time. What went wrong? Here's what happened. The woman's point of view. When Janine did enjoy making out with Jim, he did not take it upon himself to slow down the sexual escalation and remain in the comfort building stage. She truly did wish to see him again, but only in the moment. When Jim called her the next day, Janine wasn't in the same aroused emotional stage as the night before. Due to cultural programming, she felt a little guilty of doing what she did with someone she didn't really know. She knew the only reason Jim even called was to continue something that she was now uncomfortable just thinking about. If she did see him again, she didn't know how he would behave. Would he grope her and make her feel even more uncomfortable? She just didn't know him well enough to trust his future action. Being one to indulge in her emotions, she allowed them to once again make her decision. Uncomfortable even talking to him over the phone. Janine was too cold to him and lied, saying she was too busy to talk. When the confused Jim tried to change her mind, Janine took his as an attempt to manipulate her. She just didn't want to get pressured into having sex with someone with whom she didn't feel comfortable and safe, especially when she was not even aroused. Jim was hard pressed to change her emotional state on the phone. For all he knew at the time, with so many elements out of control, Janine may just had a fight with her roommate just change the kitty litter box. Over the next week or two, every time he left a message, her feeling of discomfort grew. She had no intention of ever seeing this guy again. Jim shouldn't blame Janine for stringing him along. After all, it was he who ultimately created this situation by not remaining in the comfort stage for an appropriate length of time. As hand-holding escalates to kissing, you will quickly approach a point of no return regarding buyer's remorse. Beware the buyer's remorse point of no return. भाई टांगे फोन कहाँ रखा है मेरा? अच्छा फोन तो मेरे हाथ में. एक मिनट गाइस, एक मिनट. मेरी टांगे दर्द कर रही हैं तो मेरे को टाइम नोट करना है कि आज मेरा टाइम डिक्रीज हुआ कि इंक्रीज हुआ. मार दी थी. She can't help it. तो 40 minutes. It's been 40 minutes. 40 minutes तो थोड़ी देर और पढ़ते हैं, ठीक है? मतलब थोड़ी देर और बैठता हूँ मैं इस पोज में, फिर चेंज करेंगे. नहीं, तो इसमें फिर नेक्स्ट है beware the buyer's remorse point of no return. This point of no return exists when kissing turn into foreplay without enough comfort. Kiss to touch or kiss with the lips as a mark of affection. Foreplay, mutual sexual stimulation preceding intercourse. Note how a choice you make at one time will determine the outcome of the situation a day or more later. Beware, once you cross the point of no return, unless you have enough comfort established to get her to the nearby private location to have sex with her, she will later get buyer's remorse. Only a seducer consider the option of taking her to the nearby bathroom stall. Further consider that if your girlfriend of 2 years wouldn't feel comfortable having sex with you in public bathroom, don't expect someone you just met 20 minutes ago to do it, no matter how aroused she is. This is fool's mate fantasy and not solid game. You may lose an otherwise great opportunity if you push for seduction too soon. भाई टांगे दर्द कर रही है भाई, खोल लेने दो. 40 minutes is kind of good game. ठीक है. Although on the rare occasion that the two of you are willing, enjoy yourself. Non-sexual intimate kissing is a welcome comfort stage again. In fact, if you wait too long to kiss her, she will at some point become uninterested and you will lose the opportunity to kiss her in the future. Generally, this type of comfort kissing lasts less than 30 seconds and does not include tongue. Kissing on the one's hand express and build a sense of connection. A foreplay, on the other hand, belongs in the seduction stage only. Generally, this consists of French kissing, which leads to sexual touching. It sexually arouses both parties in preparation for sex. Okay, it's best not to begin foreplay until you have the comfort and privacy necessary to transition naturally to sex. As kissing prematurely turns to foreplay, it's time to push her off you. When doing so, let her know that it's neither the right time nor the right place to be getting too hot and heavy. Agreeably, such self-restraint is very tough, and it is at this point that many men fail. To help avoid this pitfall, ask yourself this one very serious question. Do I want a one night of petting or countless nights of sex? To know whether you are nearing the point of no return, ask yourself, is this foreplay? If the answer is yes, stop. Push her away, build comfort, not arousal. It takes a real man with reverse to say, wow, we better stop. Come on, let's rejoin our friends. Our friends may really be her friends. With this winning move, you build trust by demonstrating you want to get to know her for more than mere sexual favors. Since her sexual attraction to you is now apparent, you may feel secure in that fact. When you have established enough comfort to get her into a private seduction location such as your bedroom, you may then sexually arouse her and allow nature to take its course unimpeded. You may build intimacy and get close to the point of no return several times. So, as long as you are the first to push her away each time you have approached it. Sequencing mistake: to trust to start at the beginning but get stuck in the middle. The friendship zone. The friend has a very specific connotation in the game. It is someone who fears expressing his romantic intent to a woman he has he has spent time to getting to know. If you fail to convey to a woman that you are potential romantic interest to her during the comfort stage, she may not be intuitive enough to see that in fact you are one. Not holding her hand, smelling her neck, or kissing her during the comfort stage can trap you there. In fact, a woman may grow so comfortable with your non sexual nature that she will prefer you stay that way. When you finally attempt to move into seduction stage with a woman and you hear her say, "Let's be friends," you are trapped in the friendship zone. You cannot begin seduction until you end the comfort stage. But you cannot do that until you have built sufficient comfort and familiarity. And she must be comfortable with your sexuality too. This occurs when kissing her does not make her feel uncomfortable. When you are alone with her, you begin this seduction stage. You don't want her to be shocked by your sudden sexual interest. As you avoid the friendship zone like a disease now. No. As you avoid the friendship zone like a disease, know that it is neither wrongful nor a sin to structure opportunity for mutual seduction. After all, building sexual relationship together will benefit her too. Is there an escape route? What if you find yourself stuck in the relationship zone with a highly priced target? Is there still hope or it's all lost? Let me put it this way. If a woman does not give you interest, जो भी था IO is by the 25th minute of your interaction, your first impression is blown to smithereens. If you are 20 hours in and she is a friend who feels uncomfortable with you with any physical escalation, don't expect to demonstrate higher value of all of a sudden and get the girl. She already knows that you don't have the value she wants. And since she already has her friendship with you, she doesn't have to give up the value she already getting. At that point, if you still desire this target, the only thing you can do is take yourself away from her for a while. Then come back a new man. You are going to have to demonstrate higher value. And the only way you can do that is by showing an improvement in your S&R values, survival and replicate. Move to a new apartment, get a hot new car, basically reinvent yourself. You have to show her that you are no longer the same person. Most important, you need to come back with a new girl as well to build in a jealousy plotline. She could have had you but choose not to, and now that she can't have you again, she will want you. Make no mistake, demonstrating higher value under these circumstances is really hard. In fact, it's harder than going back to square one, because now you have to prove to her that you have values that she already know you don't have. Forget about merely projecting higher values. Now you must actually possesses. If you are not willing to go to such great lengths, just keep her as friend, but forget seducing her. She doesn't see value in you, hence it won't happen. Move on to fresh target. Summary. Problem associated with improper M3 sequence. Starting at the end, fool's mate problem. Starting in the middle, protection shield problem. Starting at the beginning but skipping the middle part, buyer's remorse. Starting at the beginning but getting stuck in the middle, friendship zone problem. Gaming locations. A solid game courtship that ends in sex will rarely, if ever, takes place in its entirety in only one physical location. It is highly improbable that a woman who have never met before will knock on your bedroom door and invite herself in. Nature demands that you leave your bedroom and travel to a different location where meeting her is much more probable. This is where many lonely men fail miserably. There are in fact three separate location types you and your romantic interest will likely visit. Location change. There are three types of location change or jumps that commonly occur while gaming. They are the move and the bounce and the time bridge. Briefly described here, these location change are covered in greater details in the subsequent chapter of this book. The 9 phase of the M3 model. The 3 stage of the M3 model, attract, build comfort, seduce, are in turn broken down into 3 phases as each. Though they are briefly described here, the 9 phase of the M3 model are covered in much greater detail in the subsequent chapter of this book. मतलब ऐसे A1 open, A2 female to male interest, A3 male to female interest, C1 is conversation, C2 is connection, C3 is intimacy, S1 is foreplay, S2 is LMR and S3 is sex. भाई ये तो चार्ट बना रखे हैं भाई, चार्ट नहीं दिखा पाऊंगा मैं तुम्हें. A1 open, man approaches a set, runs an opener, immediately earns the set acceptance. A man demonstrates higher value by simply showing lack of interest in the target. She responds with indicator of interest. A3 male to female interest. A man baits the woman to become more invested in the interaction and then he rewards her effort with indicator of interest. Okay. C1 conversation. The couple shares in friendly dialogue, sense of comfort and rapport develop. Both parties feel a vibe that it is on, kissing occur and the phase may last over the course of several dates. C3. Now at the seduction location, many heavy making out ensures the couple moves into the bedroom. Last minute resistance is the point of no return before sex occurs. It's often a freak out moment for a woman. It's necessary to have several times in order to ensure the relationship. The couple begin the physical escalation towards sex. If this happens too soon, it can cause buyer's remorse. भाई बहुत सारे चार्ट बना रखे हैं भाई, ये नहीं डिस्कस करेंगे. Put it all together. कोई नहीं, थोड़ा सा बचा. I don't know कितने पेजेस है, but let's see. A1. A Venetian artist with tight game approach a set of people in a bar using an indirect opener. He doesn't seem needy or interested in the target and in fact comes across as though he is just leaving. He then demonstrates higher value to the set across and the social hook point, the point at which they accept him. A2. He continues to convey his personality using stories, humor, pattern, game, routine, palm reading, poetry, etc. This combined with his apparent lack of interest in the target raise his social values relative to her and intensify. Sorry guys. This combined with his apparent lack of interest in the target raise his social values relative to her and intensify her emotional state. She began to give him indicator of interest. A3C1. He uses takeaways to bait her into chasing after him to earn his affection. As she becomes more invested in the interaction, he rewards her with the indicator of interest. Then he moves her to a quiet area of the bar to begin comfort building. With a bounce to Mel Dinar and Times Bridge for sushi the next time, he built comfort, connection and trust over a cumulative 7-hour period. At some point during C2, they begin kissing. They eventually bounce to his apartment. S1, S2, S3. Finally, he moves her into his bedroom, begins foreplay, overcome any last minute resistance, and has sex with her. Review. The game is played in field. Get out there. Go out gaming 4 nights per week for 4 hours each night. Make sure 3 approaches per hour. Gaming is like golfing or fishing. You must enjoy the process and release expectation from out in order to get best result in the long term. Every sexual relationship has a beginning, middle, and ending. The beginning is known as courtship. The courtship has 3 stages known as the pickup, the mid game, and the end game. The mystery method focus on attraction first, not seduction. Ethically, practitioners of mystery method are attractors, not seducers. There are certain hardwired attraction switches in every woman's mind. Attraction is not a conscious choice that people make. Rather, it's a response that they feel automatically as a result of these switches being flipped. Pre-selection switch. The pre-selection switch get triggered when a woman see that you have already been pre-approved by other women. The M3 model describes the structure of the courtship as occurring in the 3 steps: attract, build comfort, and seduce. It is necessary to build comfort before you can seduce a woman, and it is necessary to build attraction before she will bother to build comfort with you. थोड़ा सा और पानी यार, बहुत दिनों बाद पढ़ रहा हूँ यार, अब तक तो मैं ऑडियो बुक सुन रहा था. Next point. While you are comfort building, it is important to convey to the woman that you are a sexual man and a potential romantic interest. Otherwise, you can get trapped in the friendship zone. The phenomenon where you occasionally get sex even when you haven't built enough comfort is known as fool's mate. Women have certain strategies built up over time that enable them to avoid constant approach from men. This is known as protection shield. Even though woman is probably a nice person, she can sometimes appear bitchy. As a result, it is not she really is. The 3 stages of M3 models are broken down into 3 phases: open, female to male interest, male to female interest, conversation, connection, intimacy, foreplay, LMR, last minute resistance, and sex. There are 3 types of location: the meeting location, the comfort building location, and the sex location. There are 3 types of location: change or jump, the move, the bounce, the time bridge. The pickup occurs at the meeting location and covers the phase A1, A2, A3, and C1. It usually includes at least one move and end with bounce or time bridge. The next stage, called mid game, occur in one or several comfort building location and covers the see-through phase. Various bounce and time bridge may occur here. When this time stage is over, you will be with her in seduction location and you already been somewhat intimate with her. The final stage, called the end game, began in C3 but soon shift to S1. ये तो सब समझ नहीं आ रहा क्योंकि ये सब तो चार्ट में बना हुआ है, चार्ट में तो मैं दिखा नहीं पा रहा. Often last minute resistance will come up, which is normal, followed by sex. If you initiate foreplay before enough comfort has been built, it will cause buyer's remorse. It is necessary to have sex several times before the sexual relationship is ensured. During that, even after this point, she can continue testing you for congruence. तो फाइनली चैप्टर ओवर. भाई ये तो बहुत लंबा चैप्टर था भाई, 107 पे पहुंच गए, 107 पेजेस पे. That was pretty hectic as well. कोई नहीं, ठीक था. Like I think every man have an idea what's going on. ठीक है, ठीक ठाक ही था, कुछ खास था नहीं बुक के अंदर, बट ठीक है, ये सब तो सबको पता है. ओम हरि ओम हरि ओम. अब आइए डकार, कब से वेट कर रहा था मैं इसका. हरि ओम. चेयर को ठीक किया जाए. अपना सिंहासन, हमारा सिंहासन सजाया जाए रानी. तो रिसर्जेंस कैजुअल हम प्ले करेंगे. फाइंड अ मैच. आई डोंट नो व्हाट यू लर्न फ्रॉम इट. आई डोंट केयर. जस्ट लिसन विद इट एंड व्हाटएवर यू कैन गेट आउट ऑफ इट. It's just an information, you know. कोई भी book पढ़ रहे हो, just information. If it can change your life, anything can change in your life when you act on your interest. Without interest, you're going to fail. Like अगर तुम्हारा इंटरेस्ट है ये सब करने में, तभी तुम सक्सीड हो पाओगे, क्योंकि इसमें टाइम देना पड़ता है भाई. आई हैव टू मच लेस ऑफ अ टाइम विद माई सेल्फ, सो आई एम जस्ट रीडिंग बुक जस्ट एज अ पार्ट टाइम हॉबी. इससे पहले तुमने देखा होगा मैंने जिस टाइप की भी बुक्स पढ़ी हैं वो डिफरेंट थी, बट दैट्स फाइन. इट्स गोना बी ऑल राइट. सो नाउ लेट्स प्ले सम फकिंग गेम.
Enemy soldier incoming. Check weapons and gear. We're holding for deployment.
Let's fucking kill somebody.
Playtime's over. Stand by for deployment to the war zone.
Stand by for the deployment of the war zone. Guys, let's fucking kill somebody now.
Resurgence. Survive to redeploy fallen teammates. Kill to bring them back home. Enemies are dropping into the area. Watch the skies. Hostile airstrike incoming.
Took around!
Enemy dropping into the AR.
Changing mags!
Squad mates back on station. Enemy destroyed. Use your tac map to hunt down.
Fuck. बहुत लोग थे भाई, कोई बात नहीं. कब सीखेगा कि तुझे भागना भी होता है. कब सीखेगा पता नहीं.
Back in the fight!
Go get your revenge.
अबे ये तो मुझे भी तो मार सकता है क्या?
Enemy UAV overhead. Enemies are dropping into the area. Watch the skies. You have reinforcements there. All squad mates are in the safe zone. You're losing ground. Move it.
I'm reloading. Taking effective fire!
Good kill. Marking the rest of that squad on your tag map. Get hunted. Your squad mate is redeploying. Well done.
Check! Reloading!
Enemy soldier incoming. Kill confirmed. Location. 10 remaining. Keep pushing.
I'm right on ammo!
Shit, ये बढ़िया खेल रहा था बंदा.
Friendly loadout drops on the way. Enemy dropping into the AO.
I'm back on station!
Stand by for redeployment.
Took a round!
You're being tracked by an enemy squad.
Shit.
Changing mag.
Back in the
उसी के
fight!
पास चला गया मैं.
Go get after it. Your squad mates back on station. Good work. Enemies are dropping into the area. Watch the skies.
Fuck.
Taking effective fire! Switching mags. I'm back
कोई नहीं,
on
पहला
station!
गेम है, कोई बात नहीं. क्या हो गया guys?
Squad's in the safe zone. Gas is moving. Enemy soldier incoming.
I'm hit!
Target down. Marking the rest of them.
I'm reloading!
Your squad mate is redeployed. Well done. Enemy dropping into the AO. Mark remaining operators from that squad. Hunt them down.
Last mag!
Solid work evading the enemy. You're clear for now.
Changing mags!
Fire sale is active. Buy station prices are adjusted. Enemy soldier incoming.
Look around! Reloading!
Target down. Marking the rest of them. Resurgence is about to end. Make it count. Enemy dropping into the AR. Good kill. Marking the rest of that squad on your tac map. Get hunted. You have reinforcements inbound.
I'm
You've
reloading!
got 10 squads active in the field. Fire sale's over. Adjusting pricing.
I'm red on ammo!
Mark remaining operators from that squad.
Last
Hunt
mag!
them down. Enemies are dropping into the area. Watch the skies.
Changing mags!
Fuck.
Resurgence has been deactivated. This is the end game.
Under fire! Loading fresh mag.
Only 4 left.
Back in the fight!
5 squads still operational in the AO. Move to the safe zone. Gas is closing in. Only 2 left. 3 squads left in the war zone. Stay alert.
Watch your fire! Requesting close air! Target marked!
सही है भाई, कभी कभी तो इंटेंस हो जाता है। बुक पढ़ने के बाद ज़्यादा इंटेंस हो गया। वैसे इतना इंटेंस हो गया मैं खेलता नहीं, बट पता नहीं ज़्यादा ही बुक पढ़ ली मैंने ना, तो दिमाग का दही हो गया भाई। तो भाई दिमाग को बोला थोड़ा रिलैक्स करें।
Look around!
भाई कोई स्नाइप कर रहा था, तेरे को तो तुझे देखना चाहिए था ना, कोई स्नाइप कर रहा है।
Gas is inbound.
भाई क्या टाइम हो रखा है, देखे ज़रा कितना टाइम है हमारे पास। तो हमें कब तक एक्सरसाइज करनी है? हमें एक्सरसाइज करने में अगर 1 घंटा लगता है तो मैं 6:30 बजे एक्सरसाइज करना स्टार्ट करूँगा, तो 7:30 तक एक्सरसाइज करूँगा। 7:30 के बाद 1 घंटा, ठीक है, 4:30 बजे तक मैं गेम खेल सकता हूँ, अभी है अपने पास टाइम।
1 of 5
बट रात को मेरी हालत ख़राब ना हो जाए शिफ्ट में बट लेट्स सी
Defeat is only a mind. Shake it off.
ओम हरि ओम हरि ओम हरि ओम मैंने किए हैं 8 किल प्ले अगेन लेट्स गो फकिंग प्ले अगेन गाइस ओ मेरी टांगे वैसे I don't know guys I'm just relaxing my balls what's wrong with you guys you know we have been there every boy you know when we sit around there the balls you know we have to adjust them it's something outside the body so don't disgust about that what do you think when I'm crossing my legs what happened to my balls so I have to adjust them in a place so they oh भाई चिड़िया भी सुन रही है मेरी बात क्या कह रहा हूँ मैं
Ruck up. You're headed to the war zone. Enemy soldier incoming.
I've never done for long.
Enemies are dropping into the area. Watch the skies. All stations, green light. We're deploying to the war zone.
we deploy to the war zone
Resurgence. Survive and your team can redeploy. Eliminate targets to bring them back home. Alright, Russia. Mark the drop point to this one. Go get on.
ए हम फिर से उसी ग्राउंड में आ गए मुझे लगा
Bounty targets marked.
bad move देवराज bad move अब नहीं लग रहा बैड मूव खैर
Enemy UAV is online. All
Reloading!
bounty targets destroyed.
इसमें तो 64 है इसमें 40 और इसमें कितनी है इसमें भी 40 है तो ये ज़्यादा बेटर है इसमें स्कोप है नहीं तो यही ठीक है
Enemy dropping into the AO. Kill confirmed. Locate
तेज हो रहा था बहुत तेज हो रहा था लॉन्डे तेज तो था खैर बट क्या ही कर सकते हैं
Bounty targets identified. Weapons free.
I'm reloading!
Enemy soldier incoming. Your squad made it to the safe zone. You've got gas
Shit. मुझे पीछे से मारा गया किसी ने. अबे वो गांडू रिवाइव हो गया था उसकी ऐसी तैसी.
I'm back
We're
on
returning you
station!
to the front. Earned it.
Fuck. भाग ले भाई भाग ले.
That was close.
Enemies are dropping into the area. Watch the skies.
Reloading! I'm hit!
Shit. So हमने क्या सीखा कि don't let anyone
Eliminated.
live, kill
Get
everybody.
ready. You're redeployed. Loadout drop headed your way. Your objective's simple. Eliminate all bounty targets. Target down. Marking the rest of them. Enemy dropping into the AO.
I'm reloading!
Enemies are dropping into the area. Watch the skies. Your squad mates back on station. Good work. Enemy destroyed. Use your tac map to hunt down the rest of them. All bounty targets are KIA. Well done.
खत्म गोलियां खत्म तो.
Taking effective fire!
Located the rest of them.
मर गया भाई कितना
Changing
मरेगा.
mags!
Enemy dropping into the AO. Your squad's in the safe zone. Gas is closing in.
I'm reloading! I'm red on ammo!
Soldier
Last
incoming.
mag!
Mark remaining operators from that squad. Hunt them down.
I'm red on ammo!
Good kill. Marking the rest of that squad on your tac
Last
map.
mag!
Get hunted. Bounty targets are up. Get after them. Enemy destroyed. Use your tac map to hunt down the rest of them. Primary objective complete. All targets eliminated. Enemy dropping into the AO. You're in
Changing
the top
max!
10. Keep knocking them down. Fire sale active. Buy station prices have been reduced. Target down. Marking the rest of them. Positive ID on the bounty targets. Hunt them down.
Reloading!
Resurgence window is ending. Watch your 6. Enemy soldier incoming. Kill. Marking the rest of that
Is anyone there?
attack map. Get hunting. All bounty targets destroyed. Hell of a job. Be advised, still have squad mates outside the safe zone.
Took around!
Marked remaining operators from that squad. Hunt them down. Enemies are dropping into the area. Watch the skies.
Contract marked.
Fire sales done. Prices are back to normal.
Changing max!
Bounty targets are up. Get after them.
Loading!
Be advised, resurgence is no longer active.
I'm hit!
वो वहां से मार रहा था.
Get your squad to the safe zone. Leave no one behind.
वैसे ये है तो यहाँ पे मेरी टीम वाला, बट कोई बात नहीं.
Only 4 remain. Finish the job. 5 squads still operational in the AO.
हाँ, तो थोड़ा रिलैक्स भी कर लेते हैं भाई. क्या हो गया? ओ भाई लॉन्डे ने दोनों मार दे भाई. खतरनाक है लॉन्डा अपना.
Well done.
दोनों गनों के आगे साइलेंसर लगा रखा है इसने.
Don't let up now. Supply crates are restocked. Advise you to load up now.
I'm back on station!
अच्छा मेरा गेम बचा है अभी.
Head to the safe zone. Gas is inbound.
Took around!
Fuck.
3 squads left in the war zone. Stay alert.
I'm not done yet.
Shit.
Less than 5 are still standing. Next time we'll take that victory.
Hostile shoot. Never mind.
Keep your head up. Turn to base.
Eyes on enemy. Forget it.
क्विट तो मैं यहीं से कर दूं बट तेरा किल कर दिया मैंने. लेट्स प्ले द फकिंग गेम अगेन. 6:30 बजे तक का टारगेट था ना. एक गेम और हो जाएगा आई गेस. भाई बुक पढ़ गया ना दिमाग का वाइब्रेशन बढ़ गई है. शायद एसी नहीं चला रखा मैंने. चला रखा है भाई. देख रहा बॉडी में गर्मी कितनी हो गई है. बॉडी में एसी मतलब टेम्परेचर तो मैंने बढ़ा ही रखा है. ऑब्वियसली मेरे पैर ठंडे हैं बट स्टिल. टिंग डिंग 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 डिंग.
Enemy dropping into the
क्या हो गया भाई. क्यूब चुप हो गया भाई. बोल दे भाई. टिंग डिंग डिंग डिंग. देख लैग कर रहा. थोड़ा बहुत लैग कर रहा है.
Prep time's over. Now you deploy.
That time is over, guys. अच्छा 2 जनों की टीम में ही तो गड़बड़ भाई. और
Stay alive. Squad inside. Enemies are dropping into the area. Watch the skies.
I'm hit!
super.
Enemy soldier incoming. Kill confirmed. We've located the rest of them.
Reloading!
10 remain. You're almost done here.
भाई तेरे निशान है.
Took a round.
I need to run, brother.
Enemy destroyed. Use your tac
गोलियां
map to
दे
hunt
दे
down
बस
the rest
मुझे.
of them. Enemies are dropping into the area. Watch the skies.
Changing max. I'm hit.
You've got gas moving. Confirmed. We've located the rest of them. Enemy dropping.
Reloading.
Mark remaining
Taking effective
operators from
fire.
that squad. Hunt them down. Hostile
Red on
UAV
ammo.
in the area. Good kill. Marking the rest of that squad on your tac map. Get hunting. You've got a loadout drop inbound. Enemy soldier incoming.
Last bag. Grenade.
Target down. Marking the rest of them.
सब कुछ खत्म हो गया था भाई. हाथ से मारना मुझे आता नहीं है. फक है भाई.
Got myself up.
Mark
I'm
remaining
reloading.
operators from that squad. Hunt them down.
I'm hit.
Enemy dropping into the AO.
Staying here.
Enemy destroyed. Use your tac
Red on
map to
ammo.
hunt down the rest of them.
Taking effective fire.
Good kill. Marking the rest of that squad on your tac map. Get hunting. Enemy soldier incoming. Located the rest of them. sale is active. Buy station prices are adjusted. Enemies are dropping into the area. Watch the skies. Good kill. Marking the rest of that squad on your tac map. Get hunting. Get ready. Resurgence window is about to close. Enemy dropping into the AO. Target down. Marking the rest of them.
Fuck.
Loading new mag. Back in the
You're
fight!
getting another chance. Weapons free. Fire sales over. Just in prices. Enemy soldier incoming.
Took a round!
10
भाई
squads
सांस
active
तो
in the
लेने
field.
देता.
Only 10 were left. Resurgence is close. No more second chances.
Baza kill, Baza kill, Baza kill. Play again. What's the time, brother? एक और खेल लेते हैं चल. हवा चली कबूतर कांप रहा है इतनी तेज. क्या हो गया भाई, कांप क्यों रहा है? और भी कोई कबूतर कांप रहा है. यही कांप रहा है. दूसरा वाला तो चुपचाप बैठा है. बुखार होगा बेचारे को. That was fun. Gaming is always fun, brother. It's always a fucking funny thing to do, you know. देखने दे, मैं जिम गया हूँ इस हफ्ते एक बार.
Enemies are dropping into the area. Watch the skies. Use this time for some target practice. Real things coming soon.
अबे एक बार तो मैं I prepare yours. What do you mean by you have repaired my streak? एक दिन तो मैं जिम गया ही हूँ.
Reloading!
All stations. Deployment to the war zone has been authorized.
तो एक दिन मैं जा चुका हूँ तो हाँ तो फिर मैं 2 ही दिन तो और जाना है. हो सकता है कवर हो जाएगा. फिर तो 3 दिन जाना ज़्यादा इम्पोर्टेंट होता है. समझ रहे हो?
Resurgence. Survive and your team can redeploy. AO. You have reinforcements inbound.
Hostile stun. Your fire. Changing mag. Taking effective fire!
Enemy
I'm
soldier
reloading!
incoming. Enemy destroyed. Use your tac map to hunt down the rest of them.
Got movement. Changing mag!
Cover the squad is outside the safe zone. Enemy UAV overhead.
Rolling.
Enemies are dropping into the area. Watch the skies. Loadout drop headed your way.
Took a
Squad
round!
mate is redeployed. Well done. Locating the rest of them. Enemy UAV is online.
Taking fire! I'm hit!
Enemy dropping into the AO. Mark remaining operators from that
Reloading!
squad. Hunt them down.
Taking effective fire!
destroyed. Use your tac map to hunt
I
down
saw the
rest
light
of them.
there.
Be advised, you still have squad mates outside the safe zone. Enemies are dropping into the area. Watch the skies.
Changing mags! Around!
Fuck.
Got myself up!
Fuck भाई almost पट पे पट हेडशॉट तो मारे थे यार उसे.
Taking fire! I'm back on station!
ठीक है it happens, shit happens.
Fire sale active. Buy station prices have been reduced. Your squad mates back on station. Good work.
I'm hit! Enemy down!
Marking the rest of them. Surgeon's window is ending. Watch your six. Changing back.
Reloading!
Enemy soldier incoming. Some of your squad is outside the safe zone.
Took a round!
Good kill. Marking the rest of that squad as your tag man. Get hunted. Fire sale done. Try to stay normal. You were 1 of 10 remaining. Not bad.
8 kill. 16. I think we should leave the match now. So that's all for the fighting today, guys. It was fun reading book, playing game. It was all part of entertainment to stimulate our mind, to get behind of ourselves. No, get ahead of yourselves. We're not behind. So let's see. अब थोड़ी एक्सरसाइज कर लेते हैं. बहुत देर बैठ लिए तो आज करेंगे मौज, करेंगे पार्टी, करेंगे जोश. So let's fucking end this session and we'll see you again tomorrow or maybe. Let's see अपनी क्या हालत रहती है कल तक. So see you tomorrow. So bye bye, टाटा, sayonara. कैसे बंद होता है? इससे बंद होता है. इससे. See you guys.